Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Nara. Good morning, Pratishtha and Adrika. So, guys, your history notebooks are in school, right? We have not even finished the history chapter.
Yes, ma'am.
We have to finish the
Yes, ma'am.
chapter, no?
Ma'am.
So, today we'll finish up the chapter which you have started. So we have done. We have to start from where?
Education and literature.
Education and literature. Fine. So before like till here, whatever we have read, are you guys clear with that? Or any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Fine. So let's get started. Ara, read education and literature.
Education and literature. The temples were the centers of education. Each temple had an attached matha, which
Matha.
proved free education, food, clothing, and boarding to the students. Some mathas were large enough to accommodate 400 to 500 students. Both Sanskrit and Tamil were highly developed languages. Many religious books were translated from Sanskrit to Tamil, Telugu, and Kannada languages. The Ramayana of Kamban in Tamil is such an example. The Telugu writes like Nania and Takina because famous for their translation of the Mahabharata. The Tamil saints like the
Tamil saints
Nayanas.
and the Tamil saints.
The Tamil saints like the Nayarnas,
Nayana,
the Alvar,
the Alvars, the Lingats.
the Lingants, and so many other popular saints enriched the local languages. Pampa, Pona, Rana were the three gems of Canada Kannada literature. The Cholas also encouraged encourage the study of grammar, astronomy, philosophy, art, and
Philosophy.
various and other
Philosophy.
philosophy, art, and various other sciences.
Okay, right. So see, the temples were the centers of education, right? Temples were the places where education was being promoted, right? As we already know that in the ancient India, people used to go and get education in the gurukuls, right? And those gurukuls were already headed by the Brahmins or the priests, right? Once the temples started being constructed, the priests started living in the temples only. So then the people started going to the temples to get their education, right? Instead of gurukuls, they started going to the temples, right? So each temple had an attached matha which provided free education, food, clothing, and boarding to the students. The boarding school was also available. The children could even live there and get their education. Now there were some mathas which are huge enough to accommodate 400 to 500 students. मतलब इतने बड़े बड़े mathas होते थे यहाँ पे 400 से 500 students आराम से रह सकते थे. Then the Sanskrit and Tamil were highly developed languages back then, and there were many religious books like the Bhagavad Gita, the Ramayana, which had been translated by great, great literaturists like Kamban, who had translated Ramayana, then Telugu writer like Nania and Tikaya, who have translated the Mahabharata, and there were Tamil states like Nayanas, Alvars, and Lingats. Nayanas were the people who worshipped Vishnu. So Nayanas were the people who worshipped Vishnu, and Alvars were the people who worshipped Shiva, right? And then Pampa, Pona, and Rana were the three gems of Kannada literature. The Cholas also encouraged the study of grammar, astronomy, philosophy, art, and various other sciences. Right? So very simple. There's even question on that, right? Highlight the important points of education, the contribution of Cholas in education and literature. So would you be able to write that now from this passage? Would you be able
Yes,
to
ma'am.
answer? Great. Then. Next is the society. So if we talk about the society, the Brahmins are the most respectful section of society. Sorry, who will read? Agram, read beta. Read about the society. Network error. Meeting his hand. Hello. Hello, kids.
Brahmins were the most respectable section of the society. They were given free land as a gift. These gifts were known as Mohammedan gifts, on which they did not have to pay any rent. The merchants were another class having a flourishing trade with China, Southeast Asia, and West Asia. The merchants working in the same trade formed the guilds, which acted sometimes like a bank. The laborers and peasants were very poor. They were they were considered as a working class. The Shudras were treated as untouchable.
Okay, right. So as we have already studied in the previous class, that the society was divided into four particular varnas, right? The Brahmins, Kshatriyas, and all. So then also in the Chola period as well, the Brahmins were the most respectful section, right? And they were given free land as gift, right, by the kings and all. So the gifts are known as Brahmadev gifts, gifts which is given to the like the Brahmins, right? And they do not have to pay any rent on them as well. The merchants were another class having flourishing trade with China, Southeast Asia, and West Asia. And the merchants the same trade from the guilds, right? We have read in the previous chapter. What were guilds? Can anyone tell me? What were guilds?
Organization of traders and merchants.
Very good. The organizations made by traders and merchants are known as guilds, and the merchants working the same trade form the guilds, right? There's one more question regarding this. So you could write this answer for the same. Then the laborers and peasants were very poor, like in all the societies, and they were considered working class. As we know, that Shudras since time immemorial had been treated as untouchables. Clear? Yes, Samar. Yes, Samar. Asking.
Ma'am, are we reading society?
Yes, society. Now, next we'll begin with religion. Ankit, read.
Hinduism was the chief religion of this period. The people worshipped the Hindu gods. Many new sects and ideas grew up. The Tamil saints called the Nayanas and the Alvars. Let's stress on bhakti
Read,
and
late
prayers.
stress.
The Lingayat sect preached in the Kannada language. They strongly opposed the caste system and rejected sacrifices and fasts. Some great philosophers like Shankaracharya, Madhav, and Ramanuja lived during this period. Shankaracharya was a scholar of Sanskrit. He laid stress on Advaita and knowledge. He traveled all over India and established four centers of Gyan Marg at Badrinath, Puri, Dwarka, and Sringeri. He preached the gospel of Advaita, which means the God is unique. Shankaracharya died very early at the age of 32, 788 to 820 in Kedarnath in the Himalayas. There is a temple known as Shankaracharya Temple at Sringeri. Ramanuja preached bhakti marg or devotion to God. He advocated the cause of the Shudras to enter the temples. For him, no one was high or low. Every man could attain salvation by the true worship of Lord Vishnu. According to him, ego and ideas of quality can be removed from the mind of man through intense practice of Advaita. Madhav was another preacher of this period. His teachings were similar to those of Ramanuja. He believed that God and soul are different from each other.
Okay, right. So see, as we read about religion, and as we know, which was the major religion of this period of Cholas? Major religion
Hinduism.
of Cholas.
Ma'am, Hindu.
Hinduism, right? Hinduism was the chief religion of the Cholas, and their people worshipped Hindu gods, as we have studied in the previous chapter. That this was a time when Buddhism and Jainism have got a setback, and Hinduism was again being promoted, right? And people mostly started worshipping Shiva and Vishnu, right? So many Sikhs and ideas grew up in Tamil saints called the Nayanas, in other words, laid stress on the bhakti prayers, right? The Lingard Sikh preached in the Kannada language. Preach मतलब वो जो Lingard Sikh था वो कन्नड़ language में pray करते थे. And they all of them, whether it's Nayanas, Alvars, Lingards, they all opposed, right? They all opposed the caste system and rejected the sacrifice and fast. They believe that you don't need to do sacrifices or keep fast to impress gods. You can make him happy just by being good deeds, just by doing good, just by being good. If you're doing good things to others, obviously God's gonna praise you, right? And some great philosophers like Shankaracharya, Madhav and Ramanuja lived during his period. Shankaracharya was a Hindi Sanskrit scholar, right? And he laid stress on Advaita. Advaita means the oneness of God. He believed that the God is one only. He traveled all over India and established 4 centers of Gyan Marg at Badrinath, Puri, Dwarka, and Sringeri. He preached the gospel of Advaita, that God is unique. Is very unique. He is. He's not like you and me. And he also means that died at a very early age of 32 only, right, in Kedarnath, the Himalayas. But there's a temple by his name in Srinagar, right? There's a temple by the name of Shankaracharya, and yeah, and for him, everybody was equal. He did not believe in the caste system. He treated everybody as equal. For him, everybody is the same. Nobody was high or low. And he said that every man could attain salvation by the true worship of Lord Vishnu. कहता था अगर आपको सच में एक अच्छी जिंदगी चाहिए, मुक्ति चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ भी चाहिए, then you just need to pray to Lord Vishnu by all your heart. That's it. Okay? And according to him, ego and idea of quality can be removed from the mind of man through immense practice of Advaita. If we are practicing Advaita, if we are believing in the uniqueness of God, we are praying to Him every day, then we will get away from all these evil things, right? Madhav was another preacher of this period. His teaching was similar to those of Ramanuja. He believed that God and soul are different from each other. Now, children, please go through this much. I'm giving you 10 minutes, right? Go through it. If you went out, then ask, or very quickly do the exercises, then we'll discuss. You have 10 minutes. Hurry up.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Summer.
Ma'am, we are doing exercises.
Yes, beta, first you all have to do it. Then we'll discuss together. Kids, let me know once you are done.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, Ankit.
Ma'am, what is the difference between the Chola and the Imperial
The
Chol
difference
Empire?
between Chola and the Imperial Chola is that, see, as you know, that Cholas had come back to power after 400 years, right? For 400 years, the rulers like Chalukyas and Pandavas have ruled, right? So the Cholas who came back after the 8th century, है ना? Those are known as the Imperial Cholas. And the Cholas of the initial time are known as Cholas only. Anybody else? Anything?
Ma'am, Phillips.
Yes, someone?
Ma'am, Phillips dead.
Done. What are you saying? Someone I cannot understand.
Ma'am, Phillips.
Phillips done. No, you have to do all the exercises.
Ma'am, where was the Brihadeshwar temple built? Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Ankit, want to ask something? Done?
Ma'am, I want to ask something.
Yes, Advika.
Ma'am, who was the chief religion of the Cholas?
Who was or which was?
Ma'am, who was? Yes, ma'am.
No. किसी बातें करें बेटा? Religion है तो which was होगा ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Who will tell me which was the chief religion of Cholas? Abhi I asked as well.
Ma'am, may I tell? Ma'am, Hindus.
Hindus. Hindus.
Ma'am, Hinduism.
Very good, Krishna. Very good, Navira.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Ankit.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, please ask.
Ma'am, who is the first and the last king of Chol Empire?
It was Rajendra Chola one.
Ma'am, Rajan Chola was the last empire.
Yes.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Say yes.
ma'am, who built, ma'am, Brihadeshwar temple?
Done, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Hurry
Yes,
up,
ma'am.
everyone.
Ma'am,
Yes,
excuse
Samar.
me, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am,
हाँ बेटा, speak up.
ma'am, where is the Brihadeshwar temple built?
Pradeshwar temple is built in Tanjore.
Ma'am, but in the options, Tamil Nadu, Odisha,
Yeah, that's
Haryana,
Tamil
and
Nadu.
Kerala.
Enjoy is in Tamil Nadu only.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of probiensis? Ma'am, what is the meaning of probiensis?
Where?
Ma'am, in fill in the blanks, question number 2.
Provinces. Provinces means states.
Ma'am, mandolams.
Mandalams.
Mandalam.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, who was the founder of Imperial Chola Kingdom?
What?
Ma'am,
Shall we discuss the answers now?
ma'am, who was the founder of Imperial Chola Kingdom?
Beta, if you did not know this only, it means you have not even read the chapter. Chaliye, let's get started. First, Rajan Chola built a new capital named
And Gangai Konda Cholapuram.
Gangai Konda Cholapuram.
the Chola Empire was divided into provinces known as
Chola.
Mandalam.
Mandalam.
mandalams.
Mandalam.
The Brihadeshwar temple in Tanjore was built by
Mandalam.
Raja
Rajaraja I. Each temple had an attached school or matta, you can also write. Dash was the chief religion of the Cholas. Very good, Pratishta. Very good, Pratishta. Hinduism. The Cholas ruled over
Ma'am, Hinduism.
what?
Hindu.
The Cholas
Ma'am,
ruled over.
Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu.
Nadu.
The Brihadeshwar temple is built in
Tamil Nadu.
Ma'am,
under the
Tamil Nadu.
Cholas. Samar, yeah, what is your problem?
Tamil Nadu.
Under the Cholas, Avalanadu consisted of
Villages.
Villages.
the gateway to a temple is called
Gopuram.
Gopuram.
Chaliye. Now, shall we do the question answers? Shall we discuss the question answers?
Yes,
No, I
ma'am.
will not discuss. First, I would like you to mark. I'm again giving you 10 minutes. You mark them first, find out the answers by yourself, then we'll discuss. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Do it. Done, children?
I'm doing. Just completed.
Just do the short answers first and discuss, then you'll find the long answers. Done, kids? Found the answers? Bolo beta.
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we discuss now?
Yes.
Yes.
Chaliye. Name any 4 dynasties which ruled over South India.
Chalukyas, Rashtrakutas, and Pallavas, Cholas.
Fine, you can write Chalo. Yes, Samar? Yes, Samar, tell me the answer. Adhika, you tell.
Ma'am, the first answer.
Hmm?
Ma'am, the first answer.
Yes. The first answer, yes, beta.
The 4 dynasties which ruled over South India are Cheras, Cholas, Pandyas, and Pallavas.
Very good. Perfect. Next is, who was the founder of Imperial Chola Kingdom? Name any 2 prominent kings of the Imperial Cholas. Ankit will tell us the answer.
Ma'am, Vijalaya was the founder of Imperial Chol Kingdom, and Raja Raja Ban and Rajendra Chola were the most 2 important kings of Imperial Chola.
Perfect, absolutely correct. Next is, what was Ur, Navira?
Yes, ma'am. The village council under the Cholas are known as
Cholas, under the Cholas.
Cholas.
Cholas. Fine. Next is name and two temples built by the Cholas. Pratyush.
Two temples built by Cholas were Brideshwara Temple and Gangaikonda Cholapuram Temple.
Okay. Next question is for Adrika Johari. Adrika, who were known as the three gems of Kannada literature?
Pampa, Pona, and Ranna were the three gems of the Kannada literature.
Okay. Okay. Next question is for Adrika. Adrika, what were guilds?
This I don't know.
Can I
Quickly
tell?
answer. Yes, Ankit.
The merchants working in the same trade form is known as guilds.
Right, and we have also said in the previous chapter that the guilds were the organizations of merchants and traders, and the merchants working in the same organizations form guilds. That's how you can write. So, children, now let's find out the long question answers. Mark it in your book and let me know. I'm giving you 5 minutes for that as well. Hurry up. Done, kids? Are we done with the answers now? Kids, are we done with the answers?
Yes, ma'am.
Done, kids? Shall we discuss the answers now? Kids, are we done? Beta, are we done?
Yes, ma'am.
Chalo, question number 1. Explain the administration of the Chola rulers. Adrika.
Ma'am, please wait. I'm just finding the answers.
Adrika Johari will tell me the answer.
Okay, ma'am.
Children, find out these answers. I'll discuss these answers tomorrow in the class. Okay, they should be marked in everybody's books. Okay, the long answers.
Okay, ma'am.
Can anyone tell me the answer number 1 right now? Ankit, Pratyush, anyone?